Alright, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, the AniTuber that is so goofy, y'all. Back to cook up some spicy content for you all. But before the video gets underway, don't forget to drop a like.
Because it's not just about the pleasures of conformity and the importance of trends, it's also a personal statement about the band itself.
In 2023, anime fans are truly winning. Bungo Stray Dogs is back for season 4, and the fan base is as healthy as ever.
You gotta get some new writers, because there's so many wrong things about this.
We also have Vinland Saga season 2 topping the Karma rankings. But it's only 4th on AniTrends.
I'm not upset with y'all because I know you're mentally ill.
Chilling for 2 weeks at number 1, we have Tintin Kakame, a Yuri isekai with heartfelt moments that'll make you tear up, and a lot of Riz-felt moments that'll have you bricked up.
Masturbation is a form of witchcraft.
At number 2 is The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten, a rom-com where the CEO of waifus becomes your neighbor.
Not special at all. Boring as shit.
And with Tomo-chan at number 3, there's no wonder Vinland Saga is getting crushed. But no anime season is complete without some Dijin series that you and only you should get bullied just for watching. Between the lowly and the bestiality, just googling Winter 2023 anime will put you on a watch list. So get ready to destroy your hard drives, hire a lawyer. Bro, you'll need every lawyer.
This is 4K!
Let's talk about some sussy anime.
Anime fans, are you ready for this?
Ayakashi Triangle had been on my radar for a while. I was drawn to this series for being a balance of romantic comedy and action, with some of the best art in Shonen Jump at the time. By Kentaro Yabuki, the author of Black Cat, as well as the illustrator for the To Love Ru series. He was mentored by Takashi Obata, the illustrator of Hikaru no Go and Death Note. Yeah, never heard of him. But why am I telling you all this? Because Kentaro Yabuki has built up his reputation over time as a god-tier artist in the industry, and he can imitate the style of legendary manga artists at the drop of a hat. He just happens to be famous for drawing tits. But after chapter 74 of Ayakashi Triangle had a bit of a controversy for eluding a lowly character, it along with the following chapter were both banned from Manga Plus and Viz.
We found it!
Shortly after the series got removed from Weekly Shonen Jump magazine to the Shonen Jump Plus app, and Viz stopped localization on the series entirely. Throughout most of this, fans were kept completely in the dark about why this change happened, except for Yabuki, who commented that he'd be continuing the story in a way that he couldn't before, implying that he'll have more creative freedom in Jump Plus. If Yabuki wasn't so well respected, the series would have been axed in Weekly Shonen Jump and faded into obscurity a long time ago. But thankfully, the Ayakashi Triangle manga has been going strong since. It seemed like some of Shueisha's editors just thought the series was too risque for the main line of magazines, but it's really just the heavy censorship and lack of transparency from Shueisha and Viz that fans really don't appreciate. Luckily, 7 Seas has started licensing the series, and has started releasing the uncut volumes for those who are obsessed with finding the series completely uncensored, which is a lot of people.
This shit means something to me, man.
When it comes to the anime, the series received a heavily censored broadcast version, but as I make this video, it's on indefinite hiatus, and will most likely not see this anime again until the Blu-ray release.
Our estrogenizing burgers will give you tits the size of basketballs, and that's no cap. Have it your way at Burger King, where your stupid asshole gets fucked 6 ways from Sunday.
Matsuri and Suzu met when they were kids, and learned that they could both see Ayakashi. And while Matsuri was afraid of them at first, Suzu had befriended many of them, which they both started playing with together all the time. This ended up sparking a lifelong friendship between them, but when starting middle school, Matsuri learns he comes from a family of ninjas that exercise Ayakashi, and that Suzu is an Ayakashi medium, born with a rich life force that attracts Ayakashi. So Matsuri decides to train to become a ninja exorcist, in order to protect Suzu from dangerous Ayakashi that are sure to target her. been 3 years since, and while the two are still friends, they don't really hang out or even get along like they used to. Matsuri has been working hard to try and keep her safe, but from Suzu's perspective, she's been somewhat neglected by the person who was her only friend at one point, who also chased off all the Ayakashi she was once friends with. Despite this, she still has romantic feelings for him, but nowadays she kinda has low patience for Matsuri. But when Suzu is attacked by Shirogane, the king of Ayakashi, Matsuri arrives just in time. Using a scroll imbued with his grandfather's jutsu for 30 years, this is able to seal away most of Shirogane's power, but not before he's able to turn Matsuri into a girl, attempting to prevent a romance between him and Suzu, suddenly turning the guy she's in love with into a female, being the same person but a different body. The cat is basically testing their affection for each other.
Can mommy give me her milkies?
Matsuri shows little interest in becoming a guy again. He's already given up any sense of a normal life at a young age. Between strenuous training and dangerous missions, he doesn't have any friends besides Suzu, and is just driven by a sense of duty to protect that shrouds any romantic feelings that he has for her. He attempts to exorcise Shirogane, which would force him to stay a girl forever, and Suzu is the one that stops him, stopping him from making yet another life-changing decision for her sake. And that's why we love Suzu, even though she's eating in every scene, like Brad Pitt in all of his movies.
Man, this dry ass spicy chicken patty, man.
How's it taste?
Bussin' on God.
Suzu's main goal of the series is to turn Matsuri back into a guy by befriending Shirogane, who's had a complicated history with humans, having been worshipped at one point then abandoned, and will spend the rest of the story opening up to them again. This is parallel to Matsuri's journey. When he started learning about dangerous Ayakashi and how to exorcise them, he stopped trusting and being friends with all Ayakashi, driving away from Suzu, the one thing that brought them together in the first place. And throughout the series, we get to see him build new friendships with Ayakashi and humans, as well as repairing old ones. While this series is extremely lewd, there's a really wholesome side to it as well that I quite enjoy.
Germans had a really cool leader at one time.
And I know you're trying to be shocking with that.
No, he seems like a cool guy.
I've done a lot of study. I think Hitler was a really bad guy.
Yeah, but Nazis are like kind of cool.
Well, I have to disagree with that.
As an anime fan, the longer you embrace the medium, the greater chance you have of watching some pretty weird shit, because the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out. And that's why I've been watching ONIMAI, I'm Now Your Sister. It's a series where an adult male NEET is turned into a lowly overnight after his sister slips him the
Among Us potion from the dark web.
So you failed at your life as a man and will now restart your life as a little girl. It's probably the most divisive anime of the year, to the point where a lot of people just don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to dive into that toxic lake. That is not what I'm gonna do.
It's been called pure lolicon garbage. And fucking disgusting.
Well, I'm fucking disgusted.
And while I don't think that's the most charitable interpretation, I will admit that the series is an acquired taste.
That is bloody lovely.
It's one of the most clever uses of the lowly aesthetic I've ever seen, using it to tell about the really bizarre and crappy parts of growing up, but also the beauty of youthful bliss and self-discovery. For a show about lowly, there's some real meat on these bones. I mean, there's some actual depth here, hidden within a show that's a ton of fun. The anime adaptation has come under fire for providing a very earnest amount of detail and questionable angles to the changing room and bathroom scenes, sexualizing Mahiro where the manga doesn't.
You're watching too much lowly hentai.
So yes, parts of this show can be extra weird and uncomfortable to watch, which mirror the exact feelings that Mahiro is experiencing while discovering and getting used to her female body. While the series is completely unhinged, I give it a pass for being animated better than Chainsaw Man. Mahiro enjoys being the little sister because it's just less pressure when being compared to his genius sister Mihari. But throughout the series, it becomes really ambiguous as to how Mahiro feels about her gender. But what is clear is that as Mahiro starts to reconcile with what she sees in the mirror, she seems comfortable and enjoys being a girl and dressing like one. You really can't deny that Mahiro is in a happier and healthier place mentally since becoming a girl, and we know she's given thought to remaining one. Mihuri's experiment is to help rehabilitate Mahiro, hoping that one day he'll finally touch grass. But she's also helping herself in a way. She misses her brother and spending time with him. They were very close when they were younger, but as Mahiro started to close himself off from the world, their relationship began to deteriorate. By turning him into a young girl, it allows Mihuri to connect with her brother in a way she couldn't before, in order to rebuild their relationship and maybe send him down a better path. It's all a big brain 4D chess play, and it seems like it's been working. Mahiro is going outside again and is a core member of their group of friends.
Somebody put me on the registry, cause I'm fucking these kids!